Hey everyone, welcome to Across the Ditch and Sea. My name is Laura and I'm so glad you're here today. I am outside trying to get a lot of work done around the house on this beautiful, sunny, warm weekend in eastern North Carolina. Having a little plant sale and planting out a few things myself, and I realized that it is time to heal my potatoes. So I wanted to take you along and show you that. If you remember, a few weeks ago I posted a video about planting potatoes, and I mentioned that in a few weeks your potatoes would be tall enough that you would need to heal your potatoes. And the reason you heal your potatoes is to encourage further growth of the potato itself, or the vines, the plant as a whole, but also it helps to protect the potatoes that are growing underneath the dirt, protect them from sunlight. So you heal the plant up around the stem of the potato plant that is exposed or has shot up out of the dirt, and then lay a little layer of mulch over top of it, and then you just need to water on occasion. So let me show you how to heal potatoes. So these are the grow bags that you saw me plant in the last video, and they have really taken off. It's been about 2 weeks or so, I think, and they are about 8 inches tall, 6 to 8 inches tall in this one, and about 6 inches tall in this one. So I'm going to leave them to grow for probably another week before I heal these, but I'm going to take you to my potato bin and show you those. So here is my potato bin, and as you can see, these potatoes are at the point that they need to be healed. They are darn near a foot tall, if not more, coming out of the dirt. So I need to put dirt around these stalks coming out. And when you have them planted densely like I do here, it makes it a little bit easier because I can just toss the dirt in. But I'm going to be careful around ones like this little late bloomer that came up. I'm not going to heal around it just yet, but these right here that are really tall, I'm going to heal around them so we can encourage further growth of the plant itself, and it also protects the potatoes that are growing from sun exposure, because you do not want your potatoes exposed to sunlight because it'll cause them to green, and it can become toxic once they start greening. So I'm going to put dirt around these. All right, I'm going to set you guys right here in the potato bin. I'm going to set you right here by the little one. That way I know you won't get buried, and that way I won't bury it. Hopefully that's good. Okay, so all I'm going to do is really just put dirt in here, and I'm going to bury probably 3/4 of these bigger plants. The little ones I'm not going to bury, but the bigger plants that are like a foot tall, I'm going to bury about 3/4 of it with dirt, just kind of healing it up around it, doing exactly what I said, doing exactly what it sounds like, healing. I'm going to create a hill. I'm not going to make it flush all the way across. I'm just going to kind of create like a little hill, a mound around these plants, and I'm going to leave the top quarter of them, third to a quarter, out of the dirt. That way these leaves can still get some sunlight and keep growing. Just going to kind of put the dirt in here for right now. Working it around my plants. so you can tell that is level where my dirt was. So I've probably put a good 6+ inches of dirt in here, and I'm just trying to push it up around the edges of the plants, doing like a hilling, trying to break up any big chunks I have. I put a little bit around the little plant, but I'll come back in here and add dirt once it begins to grow. But that is hilling. Just go around each plant, put a nice layer of a few inches more of dirt. You can also use mulch if you want to, but I prefer to use dirt. And then I'll come in here after this guy grows a little bit more. I'll come back in here and I'll add a layer of mulch to the top, just to help with water retention and to further provide some sun protection as well for the potatoes that are growing. So like I've said in previous videos, growing potatoes, super easy, very hands-off. That's pretty much all I'll have to do to it. For the rest of its growing season, I might throw a little bit of water-soluble fertilizer in there when I'm watering it one day, but other than that, that's pretty much it. Now, how will I know that the potatoes are ready to be harvested? The vines will continue to grow, they'll get pretty big, and then they will throw out really beautiful, beautiful little purplish, pinkish, bluish, whitish flowers. And then once those flowers die off and the vines begin to yellow and droop, you know that your potatoes are ready to be harvested. At that point, you can harvest a few at a time, just as you need them, and leave the rest of them in the dirt, just making sure that you get them out of the dirt before it freezes wherever you live at. Or if you want to, you can pull the potatoes out all at one time and lay them out to kind of dry a little bit, and then you can store them in your home, which I'll show you how to do that in the future. Well, that is it for today's video on hilling potatoes. Short, sweet, and to the point. It's not too late. You can plant some potatoes right now. I'm in zone AA, Eastern North Carolina. It is the middle of April. You can still plant potatoes perfectly fine. A lot of them usually take around 50 to 80 days to grow, maybe a little bit longer, maybe a little bit less. Depends on the potato. But get out there, plant some potatoes. You can grow potatoes in buckets too. Just add some drainage holes. Super easy. You can grow them anywhere. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you have a blessed day. Hope you come back to see me again.